This week's episode is all about the business pieces of coaching. Whether you're a coach already or you're aspiring to be, or you're working in the wellness space, this week is for you. This will happen on the last episode of every month. And during this episode, we will get down and dirty with some amazing experts in the fields of business and coaching. And we will teach you all the pieces you need to build, grow, and scale a profitable practice. You won't want to miss a single show. Hi, I'm Coach Kela Smith. Welcome to the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. As you all know, or maybe you don't, the last show of every month is dedicated to health professionals, people who are looking to start, build, grow, or scale a coaching practice focused on fertility, hormones, and now pregnancy. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am so excited about today's show because it is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Instagram. I have used Instagram for about 2 years now, which I know doesn't sound like a long time, but I have grown my Instagram from 800 followers to almost 5,000, and I've done that on 2 accounts. And I get about 80% of my business from Instagram because I really connect with my followers. My goal in starting this business was to help the 1 in 8 couples around the world get pregnant, stay pregnant, have healthy super babies, and easy postpartums. And my goal is to help 100,000 couples do that. And Instagram has been an intricate part of this because I really feel a connection to the ladies that I meet on there. And I get about 80% of my business from Instagram, and it's how I've been able to grow a waitlisted practice. So here's some cool stats for you. Instagram has 1 billion monthly active users, and more than 500 million of them use the platform every day. Instagram is the most engaged network after Facebook. And the median income for people using Instagram is $50,000 a year. Think about how many potential clients that you could reach on Instagram and how many people that you could help with their fertility, hormones, and pregnancy journeys. So these are my tips on how to use Instagram and organically connect with your followers so that they can fall in love with what you do and you can help them through the fertility and pregnancy and hormones journeys. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your profile so that you get noticed. And a really easy way to do that is to choose a unique but catchy Instagram handle. So for me, my name is Kela, Coach Kela. So I chose Kela_health coach. So you could realize and know that I am a holistic health coach, and then I focus on fertility, hormones, and pregnancy. Now you really want your account name to be easy to find. So you want it to say your name and then what you do. So Kela_health coach. You want to write an informative and actionable bio. So you want to convey what your business does in a few words. You want to indicate how your customer can find you. And then you want to add social proof if you have any, which means like a testimonial or showing exactly what you do. Now you only have 150 characters, so make sure you use those characters wisely. You also want to upload a quality picture. I can't tell you how many people's profiles I go to and their picture is grainy or you can't see their face or they're not smiling. And that doesn't want me to connect with you. That doesn't want me to engage with you. So you really want a nice picture. You want it to be smiling. You want it to be clear and crisp. So make sure you spend some time and put a good high quality picture. If it fits your budget, I would encourage you to hire a professional photographer to take some headshots because I promise you, if you have a wellness business, you will use those headshots over and over again. And then you also want to think about what kind of account type you want. I recommend having a creator type because that way that will allow
you to operate as a business account. It'll give you more in-depth insight, and it shows that you're not a personal account. So you want your followers to know that you are actually a business if you're doing business on Instagram. The next thing you really want to think about is choosing your followers wisely. I suggest that you only follow 100 to 200 people. You want to have way more followers than people you are following. I mean, take Oprah, for example. She's only following one person, and I would be curious to see if that was Stedman or her manager or her mom, who that might be. But she has 18 million followers. Same with some other accounts like Marie Forleo. She's following 57 people, and she has 573,000 followers. So really paying attention to who you're following, and make sure that you're following less people than you have followers. Now, some tips I have for you on content is you really want to be niche specific, and you want to show up in the Explore. So make sure that when you're creating images for Instagram is an image platform. So make sure when you're creating images, you're taking pictures, or wherever you're getting your graphic, they're clear, they catch your attention, maybe to have some pretty colors. So just really making sure that you have a great engaging post. Then you'll also want to use hashtags. Hashtags is how people find your content on Instagram. So you really want to use targeted hashtags that relate to your audience. So type some hashtags in the search bar and check to see what the top posts are and what the most recent posts are. And really look at influencers in your niche and look at what they are posting. And obviously you're not going to copy those posts, but you're going to get inspiration. So sometimes, I don't like to spend a lot of time just scrolling social media because I feel like it's time suck. And I try to teach my clients not to do that. But sometimes you have to scroll to get inspiration. So what I usually do is I'll set a timer for about 20 minutes, and I'll just kind of scroll and look for top accounts, look for people that I look up to, my mentors, and see what they're posting and get some inspiration there. So there's a couple different posts that you can make. You can do an image post, and that's one image and then some copy and some hashtags. You can do a video post, which is a recorded video or a still image with an audio added to it, or you can do a catalog post. And this is a post with multiple media sources in it. This can be a combination of pictures and videos, and it's a great way to do a post with a call to action. So content that you should not post on Instagram: low resolution images. We just talked about that. Unrelated images to your niche. You don't want to post repetitive content. So you really want to get creative and post different things. So for instance, on my feed, me and my team, we will post recipes, we'll post inspirational quotes, we'll post educational pieces, we'll post testimonials, even some pictures of me and my family to pull in a little, personality into my page. You don't ever want to use other people's images to promote your business without their consent. An example of this would be somebody tried to use Tim Duncan, who is a retired NBA star, sued a San Antonio real estate agent for using his picture. And so make sure that you do not do that. And never make promises that you can't keep. You don't ever want to post something on Instagram that is untrue or that is even a lie. And always check your content. Make sure that there is nothing, if you're copying and pasting a caption, make sure that you read it thoroughly. Make sure that you check your images, that you're not breaking any laws there. And then you really want to choose the right hashtags. They play a huge role in getting a higher reach and engagement because the right hashtags can get you in front of the right audience. And they make your posts more discoverable. So people outside of your following will see it. So I recommend that you use a tool called Flick. And I'm not being paid by Flick, so I don't get any affiliate commissions from them. I just think they're a great brand and a great, they offer a great service, and they really allow you to find and search for hashtags. They are a paid service, but it's not super expensive. So my advice would be to get a Flick account. I think they give you 14 days for free. So make about 3 to 4 lists of 30 to 40 relevant hashtags each and kind of circulate those through your posts. This will also show you banned hashtags. So you definitely do not want to be using banned hashtags. And I'm not going to go into how to use Flick it. That's something that I teach in my certification program. So if you're interested in learning more there, I'll tell you at the end kind of how you can do that. So some hashtag fails would be going hashtag crazy. Don't use too many hashtags without checking relevancy. Like, don't do hashtag using, hashtag every, hashtag single, hashtag possible, hashtag word. You want your hashtags to be relevant to your content and your caption, your business and your brand. And you want your hashtags to go with your photo. You really want to pay attention to that you're not using shadow banned hashtag. And usually shadow banned hashtags would be related to hate posts, pornography, terrorist activities. And the other thing that Instagram is really cracking down on is things to do with health. So just be really careful when you're using your hashtags and it's related to holistic health, that it's not a banned hashtag. The other thing you want to really pay attention to is that sometimes a hashtag will be banned because it's overused. So like, I want to say, can't remember, but you just really want to pay attention on Flick that you're not using a banned hashtag that's banned because of overuse. You definitely don't want to do that. If you're using Flick though, you never have to worry about it because they will always tell you what hashtags are banned and you can make sure not to use them. The other thing you need to focus on is making sure you're writing an effective caption that really tells what your services are and sells them. And although Instagram is a visual medium, getting your Instagram caption right is almost just as critical because a few lines of text will not only help to provide context for your image, but it will also showcase your brand's personality. You can share stories, tell jokes, and personify your business by speaking directly to your followers. You can also accomplish this through your video, but that means your followers actually have to watch your video. So a good caption with good hashtags will kind of pull them in and then they'll want to watch your video. So some tips for writing an important caption that is going to grab your audience and that's going to really promote and sell your services. You want to front load the importance. So you have 2,200 characters to use in your caption, but Instagram only shows the first 125 characters on your caption. So you just really want to make sure. The other thing to think about when using a caption that really speaks to your audience is to use emojis. This can show your personality, it can grab interest, it can add fun, it can even personalize your brand. And let's face it, reading a caption that has emojis is just way more fun and way more attention grabbing. Make sure you're using those emojis. The other thing you really want to think about is that, and this is something I also teach in my certification program, so I'm not going to go into a great bit of detail about this, but a great way to build your original Instagram account is by growing a second account, aka a farm account. A farm account is an account that is created to drive traffic to your main account. It is niche specific and gives entertainment and informational value, and it's created to serve a larger audience. So most of the posts that you post on a farm account are going to be posts that you share from other larger accounts, and always make sure that you tag the original creator. So when you choose a farm account name, you want to get a name that is relevant to what you do, not who you are. So choose a name that will appeal to a large group of people and have some uniqueness to it. If you're a mindset coach, your farm account could be quotes about mindset or how-tos. If you are like me and you're a fertility coach, your farm account all about fertility quotes, fertility educational posts. And it might sound like a lot of work to manage 2 accounts, but honestly, you're going to be feeding traffic from your farm account to your main account, so you're going to grow both accounts faster. And like I said, I'm not going to go into how to build a farm account. That's something that I teach in my certification program. So if you really want to master Instagram, I highly encourage you to work with me in my certification program. So the other piece of Instagram is you really want to track your metrics. And so that's why I was saying before, you want to create your account because that will show you all your metrics. So if you manage your Instagram account without ever looking at your analytics, then you're going to be left in the dark about really understanding the results of your efforts. The combination of Flick and Instagram metrics will give you a powerful overview of your status. So you really want to look at your follower growth, and your follower growth breaks down into how much your follower account has grown over a period of time. And what this metric is going to tell you is it gives you a good idea of whether your business is expanding its reach and catching new people's attention. It can also be used to measure if you're posting the right content to your audience. So an example of this would be if you notice a spike in unfollow activity after sharing a feed post, it could be a strong indication that your post was wrong for your audience. And this is something that you need to take note of in your future content strategy. And there are two ways to check your follower growth. One is through the Instagram Insights from the Instagram app, which shows the number of accounts that followed and unfollowed you on a daily basis. So we keep track of this every single day. We're checking to see how many followers we have, how many unfollows we have, and then we are adjusting our content appropriately. And the second way is to look at Lick, which also shows you the quality and quantity of gained and lost, quantity of gained and lost followers daily for the last 7 days, plus a weekly overview of your follower growth. You'll also want to look at your post, and your post reach can give you an accurate picture of the total number of people who are seeing your content, regardless of how many times they viewed it or whether they interacted with it. And what this metric tells you, how many people are seeing your content, which is so important. If your posts are reaching a high percentage of your followers, that's probably a sign that people are spending a lot of time looking at them and engaging with them. If it means your post schedule is working, if you notice your average post reach is getting lower, you may want to check the time you're publishing your posts and make sure it's sometimes when your followers are online. Like for us, we know that the majority of our followers are either in the US, Canada, or Europe. So we really make sure that we're posting appropriate times for those followers. Some other things that I teach in my course is how to read your hashtag of performance, how to analyze your progress. I give bonus tips on Instagram and how to really grow organically so that you can get clients from Instagram, you can really nurture your followers and make a big impact in the world. So if you're interested in learning more about my fertility certification program, this program is for anybody who is looking to start, build, grow, or scale a coaching practice or add fertility and hormone coaching to an already existing wellness practice. And in this course, it is 30 to 40 weeks, depending on if you do pillar 1 and pillar 4 together. And the things that we go through is in pillar 1, it's a done for you 12-week fertility coaching program. It's the same one that I use in my practice. It comes with scripts and handouts and guidebooks. So really after you learn the first 12 weeks of this course, you could go out and start coaching fertility clients. It's that in-depth and that detail-oriented and customized. The second pillar really dives deep into all the pieces surrounding fertility. So I teach you fertility-related conditions. I teach you Eastern and Western fertility-related treatment, acronyms. I go through all the acronyms. I talk about male fertility. I teach you how to cycle optimize, how to seed cycle. I go through the science of fertility. I really dive deep so you understand the body, you understand the mind, and how to optimize somebody's fertility naturally so they get pregnant, stay pregnant, and have a healthy super baby and an easy postpartum. I also go through supplements, so making sure that you understand supplement. Pillar 3 is all about personal development. So I really feel that you can only take your client as far as you're willing to go. So you need to make sure that you have a really solid personal development boundaries laid in practice. And then the last thing is marketing. So I find that a lot of coaches that go through other programs come out not knowing how to get clients, how to grow their business. So we spend a lot of time on marketing on every different social media platform, as well as how to pick your sub niche, how to structure your practice, how to all the legal pieces you need, all the licenses and insurance and everything that you need to start, build, grow, or scale a profitable coaching practice is what we teach you. And so this is 30 to 40 weeks of intense training. So when you graduate, you are ready to work with anybody struggling with fertility or hormones, or anyone who's. So if you want more information, you can visit our website at coachkela.com, and Kela is Kela, Kela.com under certifications. And if you want even more information, I urge you to book a call with one of our admissions advisors, and they will tell you all about the program and really see if it's a fit for you. They'll get you an application to apply, and if you're a fit, then you will be able to join us. Thank you all for listening. I hope this podcast was helpful for you to teach you how to grow your Instagram account organically and holistically so that you can really start making a huge impact on the world and helping lots of people through your practice. So thanks again for listening. Until next time, this is the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. Bye for now.
Thanks for tuning in today to the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. Check out the show notes for today's episode at coachkela.com. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and leave a review. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next week.